y'all see the moon and the sun? Those who tuned in earlier, can you see the moon and the sun directly across from one another? And you standing in the middle? All right. Well, I'm about to go ahead and continue reading. THALA. What is the etymology of THALA? Let me see. Is that where I left off? Is that where I left off? If you want to know exactly what I'm talking about or what this live is about, we're in part 3. You would have to go to part 1 and part 2. They're not long either. They're only about 30 minutes. So here, what is the etymology of THALA? THALA is a word with fascinating origins. Its roots in Greek mythology and language. Let's explore the etymology. THALA. THALA was the general word for sea, S-E-A, and also represented in the divine female personification. According to the ancient Greek text, the 5th century BC poet Ion of Chios. Atoms, ions, protons, neutrons, Ion of Chios considered THALA as the mother of Aegon or Boreas. Oh, the Boreas. One of the Hecatonchires, 100-handed giants. They had 100-handed giants. Well, that's supposedly from a poet. He made up something about giants with 100 hands. The Orphic hymn of the sea, THALA was equated with, I don't have my glasses on. That's what's wrong. The Orphic hymn of the sea, THALA was created with Tethys, who was called the mother of Cypris or Aphrodite. Wow. The Roman mythographer Hyginus referred to Mare, M-A-R-E, or Mary, or Maritime, M-A-R-I, or Mar, C, as the daughter of Aether and Dies, or Days. What? So the mother of Ether and Days, making her the sister of Terra, Earth, and Cacas, Sky, with her male counterpart Pontus. What? She spawned various species of fish. I ain't know nothing about this. Let me read it real slow. The Roman mythographer Hyginus referred to Mare or Sea as the daughter of Aether and Days, making her the sister of Terra and Cacas. With her male counterpart Pontus, she spawned various species of fish. Etymology. The word THALA may have been pre-Greek origin. While it's tempting to associate it with Greek words like salt, you salty, or even the sea goddess Salacia, linguistic evidence suggests otherwise. The presence of the element, it looked like 2 eyes, but it's an element, and its local geographic meaning point to a pre-Greek origin. I gotta look this up. It looked like eyeglasses, but it's an element. And the element, it's 2 O's, or it could be an 8. I don't know. I'm gonna take a picture of it. No, I'm gonna look it up later. Some scholars propose that it's possible cognate to the Luwian language, Alasama. So it's spelled Luwian language. I never heard of that language before, but the Luwais. language is alasam. Representation in art. In Roman era mosaics, thalassa replaced other sea di- div- divinities like Tithys and Oceanus, especially in Western Asia. Depictions show her as half woman, half submerged in the sea, clothed with bands of seaweed. She often holds a ship's oar and a dolphin and a crab claw horns on her head. What? Modern usage. The name Thalassa is rarely used but carries a beautiful connection to the sea. It's an ancient name that resonates with both mythology and nature. In summary, Thalassa remains a poetic and evocative term, symbolizing the vastness and the mystery of the sea. The Bible story of the woman with the issue of blood. This is my question. The Bible story of the woman with the issue of blood had Thalassa or Mediterranean Sea blood. How or where can I confirm this historic fact? The story of the woman with issue of blood is powerful and well-known account from the Bible. Let's explore the story and its potential connection to thalassemia. The story appears in both Gospel of Mark 5:25-34 and the Gospel of Matthew 9:20 through 24. Here are the key points. A woman had been suffering from an issue of blood for 12 years. She had sought medical help from many physicians but found no relief. When she heard about Jesus, she believed that if she could touch even the hem of his garment, she would be made whole. In a crowded place, she reached out and touched Jesus' clothes. Immediately, her bleeding stopped and she felt healed. Jesus recognized that power had gone from out of him and asked who had touched him. The woman, trembling, confessed and said what she had done. Jesus responded with compassion. Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. Thalassemia connection. While the Bible does not explicitly mention thalassemia, some scholars and researchers have speculated about the possible link between a woman's condition with thalassemia. Look at that. I knew I wasn't wrong. I knew it all them years ago when I kept saying I refer to myself as the woman with the issue of blood, especially when I was dealing with Chief Engineer Dushawa. Sunlight, sun bright, greater light. First star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. And I just decided today for the first time to use all the research that I've done over the years. We are in prophetic days and times, but we are in revelation. We are in past, in the present, of the future. The last should be first, the first should be last. The beginning is the end is the beginning. It's all coming down, mounting down to these days and times. So if other researchers and scholars made the connection and I had no proof, but now I'm getting proof, oh, thank you. I needed that confirmation. I knew I wasn't far from wrong. I want to read this little piece one more time because I asked the question to the artificial intelligence. And she said, let's make the connection. Now, let's see, is there a connection? She said a woman had been suffering from an issue of blood for 12 years. I was diagnosed in 2010 with alpha thalassemia. We in the 12th year, ain't it, B? If you want to new and count on man's time, She had sought medical help from many physicians and found no relief. But when she heard about Jesus, she believed that if she could touch even the hem of his garment, that she would be healed. In a crowded place, she reached out to touch Jesus' clothes. Immediately, her bleeding stopped and she felt healed. Jesus recognized that the power had gone out from him and asked, who touched me? And the woman trembling confessed and said what she had done. And Jesus responded with compassion. Daughter, he said, you are my daughter. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. Thalassemia connection. While the Bible does not explicitly mention thalassemia, Some scholars and researchers have speculated about the possible link between the woman's condition and thalassemia. Thalassemia is an inherited blood disorder characterized by reduced production of either alpha or beta hemoglobin change. The woman's chronic bleeding for 12 years aligns with the long-term symptoms seen in severe forms of thalassemia. Her desperation to find healing despite seeking medical help from various physicians reflects the struggle faced by individuals with thalassemia who are often require lifelong management. Confirmation. To confirm this woman indeed had thalassemia or any other condition related to chronic bleeding, we rely on historical accounts from religious texts like the Bible. However, these texts do not provide specific medical diagnoses or detailed descriptions of the disease. Therefore, while we can draw parallels between her symptoms and thalassemia, we cannot definitely confirm her diagnosis based on solely on biblical records. But Radhika Swah's testimony. In more recent times, individuals like Radhika Swah have shared their living experiences with thalassemia. Radhika was born with beta thalassemia major, one of the transfusion-dependent forms of the disorder. Her testimony sheds light on challenges faced by with thalassemia and emphasizes the importance of awareness. So then I asked, were the Thalosian, I gotta get up. Ooh, there's some type of big old orange wasp bee nest looking. I don't know what that is, but I had to get. Y'all just heard me live running from a bee. I don't know. That ain't no bee. I don't know what that is. Woo! Where did it go? Did it get on me? It's time for me to cut this live out, y'all. I'm gonna come back later. My apologies for these lives being so short, but I got something that I need to do. And in all my excitement, I noticed a bee. And I'm in the city where bees is stamped all over town. Greater light, y'all. I'll be back later. What is that? Only 12 minutes? Keeping them nice and short might be good for a minute, Greater light. I'll be back.